Hi, everybody. I'm Shiko. Welcome to the Shiko Talk podcast. This is Mother's Day weekend, and I'm going to do a Mother's Day episode. So, I'm a mom of one little girl, beautiful, ecstatic, risk taker, pushes back more times than I can say no.
Mommy pop.
Lollipop.
No, mommy pop.
It's not mommy pop, it's lollipop.
Mommy pop.
Why are you calling it mommy pop?
And I love her more than anything in the world. I do anything and everything for her. And so each and every day when I look at her, I see God because I don't know how I managed to do it, but being a mother is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Perhaps that's why they say it takes a village. I'm still waiting for my village. I don't know at what point in life they come into the picture. But yeah, it takes a village. If you have grandmas, if you have friends, if you have neighbors, just anyone helping you with your kid, also even a house manager or a nanny or a help. They are important people because doing it by yourself or with just your husband is quite hard. Yeah, and so on the 9th of June 2020, I started what is called my 4th trimester. I gave birth to my baby. It was in the thick of COVID. I had to battle anxiety, fear, worry. I got like this really bad high blood pressure on the last month, and it was not coming down. So I had to get my baby here 2 weeks early to avoid any health complications for me and her. And so for like 2 nights and 3 days, I couldn't see clearly. I was seeing like blurry, whitish vision. I was told it's because of the high blood pressure, but I was feeling so awful. I've never felt like that in my entire life. And for some reason, I thought I was going to die. So I couldn't allow myself to sleep because I thought if I sleep, maybe I won't be able to wake up, and that's the end of it. I won't be able to see my baby. I won't be able to see my husband. I won't be able to see my family. And so I kept myself awake, only to realize that keeping myself awake was making things worse. And so on the 3rd day at night, talking to my husband told me I need to sleep, that he's going to watch over the baby. I shouldn't worry. And we prayed. And so after we prayed, I got this sense of calm come over me, and I slept. I think, woke up when the nurse was coming to give me medicine at midnight or something. I can't remember the time. And I fell again back to sleep. My body was so tired. I so needed that rest. And thank God I was able to leave the hospital in 5 days. And wow, so when I reached home, I got a sense of relief, but the relief was short-lived because now I had to grapple with the 4th trimester, looking after a human being. I tried to do breastfeeding, but after 2 weeks, I went back to the doctor. The child had not gained weight. And so I didn't know that milk does not just come automatically. So doctor had to advise me how to supplement her diet, because now low weight for a newborn is not something to play with. So I was now interchanging between breastfeeding and formula. If you're stressed, if your body is not calm, if you're not eating well, you might not have enough milk even if you want to breastfeed. So that was quite something for me to learn. And so I had to grapple with taking care of this young baby, Googling stuff 24/7. The first few months are hard because they are also trying to understand you. You're also trying to understand what is wrong with them amid the screams and crying and the hiccups. Anything that they do seems odd or is new to you. So you have to figure out if they're actually supposed to be doing what they're doing. Either if they are crying, why are they crying? If they are not sleeping, why are they not sleeping? How much milk to give them? How much burping you need to do? All this while you're supposed to also rest, because the first 2 weeks after delivery, technically you're supposed to rest for a month, but the first 2 weeks are the most important, especially if you had a C-section. So I didn't have time to rest, so I was just up and going from day one. And my mom only showed up, I think, on the 5th month. Yeah, the 5th month, that's when the travel restrictions were lifted and she was able to fly in. And oh my God, it felt good to rest. Like, you rest and not worry that the child might not get what they want. Now you have at least an experienced person. So now my mom came and she knows exactly what to do, how to hold the baby when bathing her, and she's confident. I was always afraid that she's going to fall into the water, and so watching my mom wash her, help me to give her the bottle, I could sense this confidence that she had, and I longed to have this confidence to be able to make it as a mom. And so I learned so much when my mom came over. When she came, I got a chance to also go back to hospital and check out some health issues. Some of the health problems I had could have been resolved if I had gone to hospital earlier, but I really didn't have time. My mind couldn't rest, and my body did not allow me to rest enough to think that I need to see a doctor or get my own health issues figured out. But anyway, it has been 2 years, 11 months since I became a mom. It doesn't get any easier. One just gets stronger and wiser. Before I got pregnant, I used to ask God for like 2 years of undivided attention for any of my kids, only to realize that I have to be there and present and engaged and support them all the time, like until they don't need me, not like a time frame of 2 years the way I was thinking about it. And sometimes it gets exhausting. I've had to learn to dig deep for patience and grace. Hey, sweetie pie.
It's my
It is mommy's. It is mommy's. It is mommy's. Drink tea. It is mommy's. Just do what needs to be done every single day without fail. Yeah, so now I have a child who looks just like me. Yeah, my husband will beg to differ, but yeah, she looks just like me, laughs just like me. This is the way we laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Commands attention by the way she talks, just like me. Happy and joyful, just like me. Her pretty face, her tiny hands, her curly hair, her tickly feet. Her warm hugs make me so happy. Anytime she tells me, don't worry, mommy, and most times she says, I love you so much. This is the only payment and only appreciation that you can have as a mom.
flower.
A flower.
Flower.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I look at her, and when she's sick but still wants to play, I can just see a brave spirit that refuses to be put down. And this inspires me to have a brave spirit. When I say no and she won't have it, still insists, yeah, I see a fighting spirit that's not easily bowed. Don't go too far. Let's wait for it here. What is that? Don't go too close. Don't go too close. You'll get wet, mommy. You'll get wet. No. You'll get wet and it's very cold. Why? You'll get wet and it's very cold. When she sees me doing something and wants to help, I see a kind heart. And this inspires me to be more kind. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, share. Thank you, baby. I've made a lot of mistakes with my baby. I mean, I'm a first-time mom, and even if I was a second-time mom, we always make mistakes. That's what life does. That's what we do. We make mistakes. And for some reason, after I became a mom, I've come to accept my mistakes, and I don't beat myself as much as I used to when I make mistakes. I've learned to accept my low days and maximize on my high days. And so, moms, it really does not matter how much you do for your kids. Just love them unconditionally, ensure their physical, emotional, and spiritual needs are met. And even then, you will doubt yourself. And if you find yourself doubting yourself, pat yourself on the back and tell yourself that you're doing what no one else can do. Being a mom to that child, and keep doing mom until your last breath, because it does not stop. They say they get bigger. You don't worry about them. I don't think so. I think you worry more when they're not with you. When my child started school, I thought, now that she's in school, I have less to worry about. But actually, I worry about her time in school and I'm not even there. We gotta do this mom thing until the end of our days on earth. I was grappling with why I think I'm a good mom. Thing is, I show up every single day as mom. I ensure that my little girl gets all that she needs, sometimes all that she wants, and more if any day permits. I believe I'm a good mom. I know I'm a good mom. Good. I can see it in the way my child does good things. Girl. I can see a happy child. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. I don't need anyone else to tell me I'm a good mom. Anything that you do as a mom, just be confident that you're a good mom. Keep doing it. My current struggle is how much pressure and expectation to impose on my little one. I want her to do great exploits, to go further than I can ever dream, to build an unbreakable confidence, to want to do all that it takes to take on a baton of a generation that keeps getting better, a generation that lives different from the previous one, to achieve more and cover more ground than any of our parents and our forefathers did. It's a heavy burden to put on a child, so I hold back most days. And I ask God for wisdom every day and hope and pray that I will guide my child or children to be the best versions of themselves. I took time before deciding to be a mom. I had to wait to be ready to sacrifice all my ambitions, to be ready to sacrifice anything and everything, to be ready to be on call on the long nights, ready to do things I had not done before with no experience, ready to make mistakes and learn from them without thinking any less of myself, ready to be fully responsible for another human being. And some days are fantastic, others are big lessons. I've learned to pivot quickly, because being a mom, you really don't have time to sulk and feel sorry for yourself. Yeah, some days I wonder if it's worth it, but most days I'm just convinced it's worth it, because to behold the miracle of a child is the highest calling and favor that can be given to any woman. Yeah, and the little cute things they do that melts your heart. What you're holding? What is that?
Red.
And what else?
Red.
Red and blue. Shake it.
It's my birthday.
It's Mother's Day, yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, it's worth it. To my mom and to all the moms out there in the world, you're doing great. All the moms to be going to do a good job. I pray for more grace to you and for God to hold you, for you to find encouragement in the little things. Baby boo, baby boo, you are enjoying your bath? You are enjoying your bath? In decision making, in every day, may you find your confidence as a mom. And I wish all of you a happy Mother's Day. May you feel loved. May you feel appreciated today and every day. So that's it from the Shiko Talk podcast today. Yeah, it's a heartfelt one for me because being a mom is important to me. Remember to subscribe to my channel, watch, listen, like, comment, and share all my content. Also follow all my accounts at Shiko Talk on all social media platforms. And so thank you for listening. See you on my next episode. God bless.
Bye.